bring on a Great Depression.
Markets have always relied on state power and military might.
The propaganda machine was geared up to identify a particular enemy of the moment in order that the U.S. public would support a military buildup or support a particular war.
People get really angry, at this idea that we are policing the world. We have a right to put bases anywhere we want.
And so they needed a new enemy. And the new enemy, well, for a while it was drugs. We had a war on drugs. But then came terrorism. And that was a good substitute in the minds of our leaders.
The authors of the U.S. Constitution made a strong point that the military had to be under the control of civilian leadership, that they always would present a threat to democracy because they are not a democratic institution, they're an authoritarian institution themselves. And so in general, when military institutions become more powerful, their hierarchical values, their authoritarian values come to dominate. And the claims of national security come to be seen as trumping the claims of democratic decision-making.
Military-industrial complex, meaning hidden power that was not really under the supervision of Congress, and that was often out of control, represented private interests rather than the national interest.
You're pumped, man. You're like shot up with steroids, I mean, you're working out every day, man. You got guns, you got stuff, man. And so when you leave off the base, man, I mean, you're feeling pretty good about yourself, I mean, you're feeling like you're a tough guy. You can kick anybody in the butt. So coming into town with that sort of attitude and getting kind of drunk, and then somebody looking at you the wrong way, you just knock the hell out of them, and you're a soldier, you're a Marine. I mean, they like that stuff. The military likes that stuff. They may say, well, we don't want our guys breaking local laws and causing problems for the local people. Bull crap. That's garbage. I mean, if that's the case, then you don't let us off the base. You let us off the base, there's going to be issues.
It begins with U.S. elites who make plans without consulting the people of the United States. And the elites of the countries in which those bases are located who make the decision to comply with the U.S. requests for basing without consulting with their people. And in fact, there have been many critiques of the ways in which decisions are made between lower level functionaries. In other words, that agreements are made that bypass the formal political structures of a country.
Bases are the empire. The point of projection of power and expansion of power.